All right, Taurus. Welcome to your February 2020 tarot reading. My name is Tay, also known as lovefromaleo, and your focus that you are going to be experiencing throughout this February is working hard. So we got Capricorn as the energy that you're probably going to be experiencing a lot of. So I feel like this is going to be very familiar to you. You usually just work on something consistently, and this month you might have some new things that you want to start working on, or you want to start building or start growing or looking into. So with that being said, the advice or the spiritual oracle card that we got is financial and material changes. So things may change for the good or for the bad. We're going to see in just a second. But there's definitely going to be some changes when it comes to your material success and just your life in general, being that you are ruled by Venus and Earth. I definitely feel like this is just going to be like your energy, but it may stress you out just because you're so focused on your energy. But for a lot of you, I think you're just going to be comfortable because it's your energy. So let's read what that card says, and then we'll get into the actual spread itself. All right. This number 5 physical card represents changes, losses, and challenges, usually related to material or financial concerns. You may be losing some of the things around you, but you must acknowledge and know that besides existing as a physical being, you're an incredible and resourceful spiritual entity. Use your powerful forces within to help you through this difficult period. Everything changes for a reason, and this isn't meant to be a punishment. Know that your current conditions will transform for better. A positive question to ask yourself now is, what did I learn from this, and how can I avoid it in the future? Remember that there are lessons to be understood in everything. It's up to you and you alone to decide how long it will take for you to learn them. So Taurus, okay, so right off the bat, I feel like some of you guys made some bad business or money decisions last month or maybe this month. Either way, you're feeling the sting of that this month. 8 of Swords. All right, so we have the Hermit card. So I feel like you were socializing more than usual. I feel like you were going out more than usual this month. 3 of Cups. You're having a lot of fun, right? But having a lot of fun equals a lot of money a lot of times. 5 of Pentacles. And so I feel like you're starting to feel trapped. Almost like you're like, I want to enjoy my life, but it costs money and I don't have money. And so you're starting to get depressed about things, or you're starting to feel just trapped and smothered in your own life. 9 of Pentacles. So you're really focused on, how can I maintain my financial success? How can I maintain having money? How can I, keep myself afloat? That's what you're really looking into. That's your whole reason of why you're probably feeling stressed out. So we have 8 of Cups. So remember how I was saying this is just naturally your energy? So you may not even be going through big financial issues, but because you're so in tune with this energy that you're going to be feeling during your February, you're naturally going to be trying to figure out how you can make yourself feel comfortable. And as a Taurus, or just as an earth sign, the way that you feel secure is when you have security around you via your house, via your home, your domestic ties, the people around you. And so I feel like you're just going to be so stressed on that and trying to perfect it that it stresses you out. But it doesn't necessarily mean that things are bad. Because, yeah, you may have less money than you would like, but I almost feel like it's something you can change. So for example, just stop going out to eat so much, or don't go out to that restaurant if it's too expensive, things like that. Like you gotta make some changes, but you know how to do that, Taurus. If anybody knows how to stay afloat, it's you. So I wouldn't even stress out about it. Maybe who should you look out for during this February? All right, we got a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. And we got a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. All right, so we got some fire here, and then we got some fixed water. So both very intense. Just make sure if you're having adventures with these people, I feel like they're very adventuristic. I don't know if that's the word. Adventurous. There you go. But anyways, I feel like they know how to have fun, but you have to know when to stop having so much fun. Taurus, I think you're calm, but I think when you're in the mode of having fun, you know how to turn up. So I would just say you have to know your limits, and you cannot allow people to get you outside of that. Now let's see in the past, why is this even, where is this even coming from? What was happening in the past where you feel like you have to have this much fun now? Four of Swords. So you were really stuck in your head. You weren't making any movements last month in January. I'm sorry. I think you were just like, you found out something, right? Let's see. What secret did you find out? Because it had you like paused. You weren't doing anything last month. Like, I feel like you were stuck in the house. All right. So somebody cheated on you sexually, or you found out something that has something to do with sex. Definitely. Like a third party situation. Some just didn't work out. And it really just had you like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm not going to do anything. Like, you have everything that you need, but you were like, I'm not going to date. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to socialize. You know? You were just like, forget it. But now I feel like you're moving towards this like more confident state of yourself. Four of Pentacles in reverse, but this means you're wanting to splurge. So you may not be as confident as you think right now. Almost like you are trying to cover up how you really feel. But for some of you, you could just be, you know, feeling like, fuck it, I want to have fun. But so with that, it comes, you know, spending money. And Taurus, you know, you guys like to experience the finer things in life. So if you're going to be spending money, it's going to be some money. You know what I'm saying? So that could be why you're feeling this, like, sadness during this month. Because you're like, oh, my gosh, my money. Where is my money going? I feel like this is all, like, first world problems. But it doesn't, you know, negate the fact that if this is your life, this is your problem, you know? But this is really things that it's like, Taurus, come on, this is, you know. It's not that bad. So yeah, I'm gonna move on from that past situation. If you are still going through this, if you are just really in a bad situation with money, or if you are feeling you don't know what to do, Eight of Pentacles, keep moving forward, keep working, just keep moving forward. I think staying busy is also something that you should do to keep your mind distracted from making bad decisions, honestly. So let's go ahead and just move into your future. I want to just go ahead and see who's going to be in your future. This is for March. Now, obviously, depending on what you do during your February will affect what happens in your March, but let's just go ahead and see anyways. So we have an Aquarius showing up. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Now, you have the Death card as what you're showing. So you're definitely ending something. I think you're moving towards something new. You're making a decision. Let's see. You're making a decision on... I feel like this is someone you've had a crush on, or somebody that you've been wanting sexually for a long time. And maybe you guys go out, or you guys, you know, have some type of social interaction. And one of you or both of you are like, you know what, let's go have some fun or something. But in reality, Ace of Pentacles is like, this is not the right plan for you, Taurus. But for some reason, Taurus is, you know, the stubborn bull is like, I'm going towards what I want. And so, yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse, you make a decision. That Three of Swords in reverse is like, okay, you broke your heart on your own. Like, you did this. You added this burden to yourself. And so you deserve it. So, Taurus, this makes me ask you, are you in a relationship or something? Like, I feel like you're doing something where you feel guilty, or you feel like you did something wrong. Or maybe you feel like whoever did you wrong, you're like, no, now I'm going to get you back. But instead of you moving on, now you're trying to get them back. You know, it's like, it's a messy situation. That's messy. That's real messy. But I think it's because y'all are playing chess, you know? You guys are playing, like, mind games with each other. We're going to get into that in the extended reading. Okay. Now, the desires. Queen of Cups. So this is all emotion-based. This is all about how someone feels. And this is why it's so messy, because there's no structure to it. It's all fluid. It's all water. It's mutable. It moves. It's free. It's flowing. No one can contain it. And this is what's happening within the relationship between the two of you. Almost to the point where it's like, no matter how much water you put into a cup, it's just not going to stay full. Like, it's a hole in the cup. And this hole, I feel like, is a hole in someone's heart. And I know that just went really deep, but it's like someone is hurting and they're trying to fix their hurt, but really they're just making foolish decisions. Why are they hurt? Seven of Swords. I think this person they're missing something that makes them feel whole, because they're missing some type of, it's like something to do with vanity, like a physical thing, or like body dysmorphia or something. It's like it's not really physically happening, but in their brain they've convinced themselves that something's wrong. And that can be on a spectrum of, not that serious to really, really serious, in a state of delusion. But I feel like in the future, this is why emotions are so harsh. Now, this may be the other person that you're dealing with, because this is the Aquarius person. So maybe this Aquarius is like kind of crazy, or maybe they're just so fixated on the way that they think things in their head that anything that you say is just not, it's not matching what they're saying. But I feel like this person might be a little dangerous. I feel like they're a little dark when it comes to their soul. I am getting a little nervous with this energy. I'm not sure why. I'm definitely going to look into that in the extended version of this reading. So make sure you check that out. Sacral chakra. Sacral chakra. I'm like holding this card. I feel like you guys have some connection with like a desert or a beach or someplace warm, but you guys meet there and it's almost like foggy or steam, or I don't know what that's all about, but we're gonna read this card here. The second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To keep this chakra balanced and its energy flowing, try dancing. Move your hips and lower abdomen. Use a color meditation and practice yoga. Express your sexuality and nurture yourself, and remember, you do matter. So, okay. All right, so in the future, this feeling that you're feeling with, socializing and you're liking what you feel and you're going after your desires and your lust, it looks like that's the right move. It looks like that's what you need to do. Now, just make sure that whoever you're making these ties with that won't come back to bite you in the ass, because I do feel like this person is almost too good to be true. We would definitely be looking into that in our extended reading for Taurus. Ooh, that was a lot. If you would like to help me out for free, you can like this video. You can also subscribe to the channel. If you would like to see the extended version of this reading, you can click the link down below in the description box, and it will take you to my Patreon where you can sign up and you can have all of the extended readings just by joining that tier. I feel like there's something I'm missing. Oh, email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com if you would like a private reading. But until next time, that is all for now. If you are here for the extended reading, then we will start in just a second. All right.